Karma. I talked briefly about karma earlier, on how it affects everything and everyone around you, and mostly only you. Everyone in this place are all part of one and the same thing, one being, all in one place. Just like each and every cell in your body makes you and are part of you, everything and everyone living here are part of one thing, one living, breathing, feeling thing that we call Earth. And Earth is heart. Each and every one of us are the cells that make the Earth alive and move. So each and every time you do some hurt, do some harm, or just hate on anything that is living in this place, it is like doing harm to yourself in the same relative way. It may not look like it, but it is because your eyes have been distracted and are only deceiving your mind. If you meditate on your actions without prejudice and pre-made conclusions, with a clear mind and thoughts, you will soon find out how this whole karma effect works. Nothing will ever happen to you if you only show true love and compassion for every living thing here and anywhere, because this is the universal way of teaching. On the other hand, hurting, hating, or killing willingly and ignoring the consequence of your actions on others will eventually get back at you evenly and relatively at the same place or in the same way that you hurt the world. So every time something happens to you, ask yourself, what did I do? If you meditate without being selfish or stubborn, you will be able to understand your actions clearly and see that only you, yourself, is responsible for every action that you took or have taken in your life. But if you ignore or deny the choices you have partaken and done, it is like somehow hurting yourself, lying to yourself. The only reason is the fear, again, the fear of what people will think of you, of your actions. The thing is that you should accept and be totally happy with all of your actions, because they are all of your choices. They make you and are you. If you do not accept them, then you are just the slaves of your actions and create disease because you're not happy with your choices. Every single action that we do here, the world knows and records it. Like I said earlier, the world is made of our thoughts, and there is no action without thoughts. So every single thought that we have is flowing in the world. And by that, know that it is the subconscious mind that controls the conscious mind. Having a free subconscious mind is to be free of any thoughts that are not yours, because you know yourself. Until you learn to know yourself and how things really are, and how to gain control of your subconscious, you are only a player in this game of life, not a controller. Not a controller of others, but only a controller of yourself. Every little things that happen is a result of your unconscious action in life, not just a random act. It does not exist, a random act. This is the way to learn the fundamentals in this world, by understanding that every action is not without an opposite reaction. If you do not learn from your experiences, then it only becomes worse every time you do the same selfish actions. You need to push aside selfishness and greed out of your actions and experiences, because those kinds of acts are only one-sided in a two-sided world. So the world needs to balance the effect with an equal and opposite reaction. Be aware of your reaction of your actions before doing anything that might result in an unwanted effect. Know that the result of your action only applies to you because you and only you have the power to make your own choices and actions. And this is called the karma effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, only applied to the person who did the action or the thought. So accept every action you made or make and will make without ignoring the consequence of them. Know that what you do or have done, think of the reaction it will cause or caused. Never forget that you are what makes the world, and everything you think and do, the world knows.